Assalamualaikum. I bid to our panelists, Dr. Muhammad Fuad bin Abdul Karim and Miss Syahidah binti Abdul Razak. I, AKILAH NAJIHAH binti MUHAMAD ASRI, along with my partner NURUL AIDA binti MUHAMAD TAMRIN, supervised by Dr. Nur Habzira Hamdan, will discuss on our final year project, which titled Examining Attributes That Influence Retirement Planning Among Malaysian Employees in Selangor, Malaysia.
Retirement is a crucial period in a person's life when they decided to end their working career. Retirement planning is vital in financial management. It includes setting goals, creating a clear strategy, and saving resources for a secure retirement. The minimum retirement age at 2012 in Malaysia mandates employees to be 60 years old with the option to retire at 60 or higher, if not expecting indefinite employment. Planning for retirement involves making choices and taking measures to amass a financial cushion to cover living costs in later life. In Malaysia, there are two retirement schemes, which is the first one, the Public Service Pension System, and the second one, Employees Provident Fund (EPF) scheme. The Pension Trust Fund was founded in 1991 to alleviate the strain of government finance, and EPF is one of the world's largest pension plans. In other countries like Netherlands has an A+ overall grade and a score of 84.6%, while our country, Malaysia, has a C score of 59.6%, that indicating potential risks and shortcomings. Planning for retirement plan is crucial for Malaysian population, which is projected to grow from 1.8 million to 2.9 million by 2025. The EPF is a well-known worldwide pension plan that ranking in the top 10 in terms of assets with 730 billion handled as of 2016. Identifying the factors influencing retirement plan is essential for a more secure and enjoyable retirement for Malaysian employees. Next, I will pass to the next presenter, which is my partner Nurul Aida Tamrin, who will present about the problem statement of this research study.
Next is problem statement. Nowadays, many people are not well prepared for their retirement planning since the retirement planning is an optional or choice of an individual. According to the Retirement Confidence Survey, only 66% of working citizens that have retirement planning. In Malaysia, the majority of people are not prepared for their retirement planning. According to the LIM, he found that Malaysian people are unable to retire at the age of 60. He stated that only 40% of Malaysian people believe they are prepared for their retirement, whereas only 32% have retirement planning to ensure they have a good life after they retire.
Next, I will explain about the research question and research objective. Okay, there are 4 research questions, which is first, does family education influence retirement plan among Malaysian employees in Selangor? Next, the research question is the future orientation influence retirement plan among Malaysian employees in Selangor? Third, does propensity to plan to influence retirement plan among Malaysian employees in Selangor? And the last research question is, does materialism influence retirement plan among Malaysian employees in Selangor? Okay, for the research objective, it also have 4 too. The first research objective is to investigate the family education influence retirement planning among Malaysian employees in Selangor. For the second research objective is to investigate the future orientation influence retirement planning among Malaysian employees in Selangor. The next of research objective is to investigate the propensity to plan influence retirement planning among Malaysian employees in Selangor. For the last research objective is to investigate the materialism influence retirement planning among Malaysian employees in Selangor. For the part of consensual framework, there are 4 independent variable and dependent variable. The 4 independent variable is family education, future orientation, propensity to plan, and materialism. The dependent variable for the research study is retirement planning. The next slide is independent variable and hypothesis. There is 4 IV and with the hypothesis 2. For the first independent variable is family education. The hypothesis for this IV is HO. There is no significant relationship between family education and retirement planning among Malaysian employees in Selangor. And H1, there is significant relationship between family education and retirement planning among Malaysian employees in Selangor. The next independent variable is future orientation. The hypothesis for this IB is HO. There is no significant relationship between future orientation and retirement planning among Malaysian employees in Selangor. And H2, there is significant relationship between future orientation and retirement planning among Malaysian employees in Selangor. For the third independent variable is propensity to plan. The hypothesis for this IB is HO. There is no significant relationship between propensity to plan and retirement planning among Malaysian employees in Selangor. And H3, there is a significant relationship between propensity to plan and retirement planning among Malaysian employees in Selangor. The last independent variable is materialism. The hypothesis for this IB is HO. There is no significant relationship between materialism and retirement planning among Malaysian employees in Selangor. And H4, there is a significant relationship between materialism and retirement planning among Malaysian employees in Selangor.
Now we move to the research method. The first is research design. In order to achieve this study objective, quantity and a cross-sectional approach will be used in this study. The unit of analysis is the Malaysian employees that are currently working and residing in Selangor, Malaysia from December 2023 until January 2024. The measurement instrument used in this study was divided into 6 sections. Firstly, is section A is the demographic profile, section B is retirement planning, section C is family education, section D is for future orientation, section E is propensity to plan, and section F is materialism. In terms of sampling technique, the sampling technique that can be used in this study is non-probability sampling. Non-probability sampling refers to a method of sampling in which individuals or elements are selected from a population based on the criteria and not random. Next, for the sample size, the formula proposed by using G-power analysis to determine the sample size based on the sample size needed for this study is 230 respondents of Malaysian employees in Selangor.
For the next part is demographic profile. In this demographic profile, the respondents is among Malaysian employees in Selangor that participated in the survey. There are several important items based on the demographic details of the respondent that including gender, age, race, marital status, education level, occupation, and monthly income. Based on the table, the number of respondents reveals that there are 230 respondents who are involved and taking part in this research study. For the gender part, there are 160 of respondents with 69.6% are female and 70 of respondents with 30.4% are male. For age part, 53% of respondents are between 18 to 29 years old. 70.4% of respondents are between 30 to 39 of respondents. 13.9% of respondents are 40 to 49 of respondents. 15.2% of respondents are between 15 to 59, while 0.4% of respondents are 60 and above. For the race part, most of respondents are from Malay with 95.2%, followed by Chinese and Indian with 1.7%, and lastly is others with 1.3%. For marital status part, most of respondents are single with 54.3%. Other respondents who are married is 44.8%, and last for respondents who are divorced with 0.9%. For education level part, the highest respondents have bachelor degree with 50%, and the list of respondents is others with 1.7%. For occupation part, most of respondents are from government sector employee with 51.7%, that followed by private sector employee with 38.3%, others 7.0%, self-employed 1.7%, and lastly for respondents who are professional 1.3%. The last part of demographic profile is monthly income part. The most respondents with 54.3% have income 3,000 and below. Respondents who have income 3,001 to 6,000 with 21.3%. The other respondents with 12.6% have income 6,000 to 9,000. The other respondents with 11.3% have income 9,001 to 12,000. And list of respondents with 0.4% have income 12,000 and above. In this study, Pearson correlation analysis was used for all of research objectives. Pearson correlation analysis is used to measure the strength and direction of the linear relationship between independent variable and dependent variable. This analysis assists in determining whether the relationship between independent variable and dependent variable is positive, negative, or null. Okay, for the first research objective, which is to investigate the family education influence retirement planning among Malaysian employees in Selangor. In SPSS table, the R value we got 0.685 and the significant level is P 0.000. Thus, the hypothesis for this objective is accepted, which is H1. There is a significant relationship between family education and retirement planning among Malaysian employees in Selangor. The next objective, which is to investigate the future orientation influence retirement planning among Malaysian employees in Selangor. We are using the same analysis tool, which is Pearson correlation analysis. In SPSS table, the R value we got 0.743 and the significant level for this analysis is P 0.000. Thus, the hypothesis for this objective is accepted, which is H2. There is a significant relationship between future orientation and retirement planning among Malaysian employees in Selangor. The third objective is to investigate the propensity to plan influence retirement planning among Malaysian employees in Selangor. It's still the same analysis we use, which is Pearson correlation analysis. In SPSS table, the R value we got 0.315 and the significant level is P 0.000. Thus, the hypothesis for this objective is H3, which is there is significant relationship between propensity to plan and retirement planning among Malaysian employees in Selangor and is accepted. The last objective is to investigate the materialism influence retirement planning among Malaysian employees in Selangor. It's still the same analysis tool, which is Pearson correlation analysis. In SPSS table, the R value we got 0.609 and the significant level is P 0.00. Thus, the hypothesis for this objective is H4, which is there is a significant relationship between materialism and retirement planning among Malaysian employees in Selangor and it accepted. So, I will pass to the next presenter, which is my partner, NURUL TAMRIN, who will explain about the recommendation part.
Next is recommendation. The first recommendation for this study is commencing retirement planning at an earlier stage. Starting retirement planning earlier is crucial for Malaysian employees. It is a necessary step that should be taken by all peoples. Retirement planning provides financial security, ensuring stable income and maintaining desired lifestyle post-retirement. Preliminary planning ensures financial security for individuals after they retire permanently. Second is seek professional financial advice. Seeking professional advice helps Malaysian employees for their retirement after their working years. They serve as mentors to Malaysian employees, ensuring strong retirement plan through guidance and support. Not only that, they also know more in details or more deeply about various investment strategies to maximize your savings and many more. Lastly is establishing set clear retirement goals. An individual retirement planning can be influenced. A defined objective offers purpose and guiding the way. The goals serve as a motivating factor encouraging individuals to take action and save consistently for their retirement. Furthermore, clarity of this goal helps in staying focused and committed to the long-term plan. There are three research limitations that we found during conducting for this study. Firstly is timing of the study. The researchers faced challenges due to the limited time frame given to complete the study. Not only that, the researchers also took a lot of time in order to collect the amount of data respondents that have been set to obtaining respondents. The researchers had difficulties in gathering respondents since there were only a few individuals are willing to answering this survey. Besides that, the respondent need to deliver the questionnaire to respondents via face-to-face beside WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and many more. Moreover, employees show disinterested in responding to the questionnaire due to their busy work schedule. Thirdly is reliance informant's accuracy. The respondents' dishonesty in answering the could be lead into inaccurate responses. Some of the respondents may answer the question without understanding carefully of the questionnaire given. Uninterested or the questionnaire is not related to the correspondence are also one of the potential respondents dishonest in answering the question. In conclusion, retirement planning is crucial to ensure a person have a good life during retirement day. Even though retirement planning is not compulsory, but actually retirement is a must or needed to have. It requires for an initial step of action that employee need to take to ensure that they can meet various challenges later in life. Therefore, a person need to emphasize the importance of early and consistent financial preparation to ensure that they are able to have a proper planning for their retirement planning.